Mike Mosca was first on one board, second on the other last year. Michael Stanton was third on one board and I think fourth or fifth on the other. He was a little bit off last year, but he's really, Michael Stanton is really fired up this year. He's working really hard. It's his last year, you know, and in his freshman year he won both boards. In his second year he won one board. So he's a three-time Ivy champion, and he looks really hungry this year. Mike Mosca obviously is, you know, probably the strongest diver in the league, and so it's very exciting. The other two are both great divers. Each one of them has won events. Joe Zarella finished third at Ivy League championships last year, third or fourth, and was sixth or seventh at the zone meet. So he's, you know, he's looking at being right up there too. And George Duran was injured. He just got out of a boot recently, so he's kind of getting back into it, but he's eager, and he's obviously one of the best divers in the league as well. So, well, typically what we do is you build their lists back up in the beginning of the year, and you combine that with strength work to build up the strength. And a lot of times when you're working hard in the weight room, your dives aren't quite as good. So you're slowly building those dives back up. At this point, they all pretty much have all their dives back, but they're not doing them in high quantities. They're focusing on certain groups each day and making sure that they're ready to compete. But as they get into the heart of the season, they start to do more quantity. And because they now have done all their dives, they're competing, they need to do their dives every day. And then as they get to the end of the season, we start doing a little less quantity and more quality, more focusing on the entries and the form. And so not quite as many repetitions, but really focusing on making each one count.